Greetings everyone, this is Uhasa, and in this video we're going to be doing a Supreme Arena setup for a guildie. And in this week's Supreme Arena, there are these three setups. The first one, these are the common ones that you see. The first and second ones, these are the ordinary ones that you see in Arena that you can set up. This is the most popular one, the one that is pretty hard to swap symmetrically. Here, this is the one with the walls, and then this one is where it's nice where you can put a DPS. But you can see there are no hidden tiles, so this is quite important. Here is the guildmates list of heroes. You can see they're quite stacked, and they have a pretty good list of heroes. Oh, they have a 2-star Dino. That's pretty good. Okay, so they have the new Ludovic, and what we want to think about is creating 3 teams that are strong in themselves. Now, I think a lot of people will usually go like all of the same faction, which is quite good in itself, where you get the faction bonus, but at the same time you can get countered by the faction that's strong against them. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's these faction strategies. So it's kind of like rock paper scissors kind of thing, kind of. So Lightborns beat Maulers, blah 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 blah. And if you're strong against them, that means if you have an advantage, your damage is increased by 15%, and the damage that you take is decreased by 15% as well. So it's really huge to use faction strategies to your advantage. Okay, so what I like to do is I always take a look at what teams we can make, and we're going to start. We're going to use colors. So Ludovic is pretty like this person's like one of their favorite heroes, so we're going to create a Graveborn team around it. This is pretty common right now, and just note that with these teams that we are going to just come up with drafts, and then we'll see how we actually go. Like usually what I come up with at first, the end result is different when I create, like when I put the teams in actual formation. And who are we missing? We have a healer, DPS, and one more. So for now I'm not really sure. That's fine, and we're just gonna swap to red. Okay. Clearly there's an Aeron here, and that means, where's the Arden? They don't have an Arden, but they have an Alsa. Okay, and they might want to put let's see, so let's see. If we do an all Mauler team and all Lightborn team, so the Lightborn team's usually pretty straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's, and again I can't find a 5th person that I'd like. Okay, and we're gonna go to orange. Does this work? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, And the last one is probably a Mauler team. So the Odie, Shakir, this guy, maybe this guy, Citrana, Coco, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe, so it's CC, right? Also is based on CC. Okay. So what I'm looking for are kind of heroes that stand out, heroes that can carry, heroes that build a team, that you want a team around them. So Vala, you want a team around her. You want a team. Well, I'm just testing out this Graveborn, all Graveborn team. And then here, I don't know who the star is really. I guess it's Odie. It's an Odie Protect comp. But yeah, okay. Okay. But note, I'm just trying to see like what are their strong heroes. How can we turn this into something great? If I'm looking at their Hypergeans and Celestials, they only have a Rainier and a Diurnal. It looks like they're working towards their Diurnal now. So this Diurnal is at Supreme, probably looking like Supreme, plus it has a +5 EX weapon. Doesn't look like it's Supreme Plus at the moment. Whereas Arden, it looks like, I think it's Supreme Plus. It's Supreme Plus +5. Alright, so that could be another team as well, potentially. But everyone can counter. Everyone can counter the Arden meta now. But if we do something, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and no Damien. So sure. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna use these teams as a reference. Right now, the Aaron is actually not looking the best for this person, and we're gonna stick with these 3 compositions. Okay, right, so let's put all the teams in, and we'll see how we go. So the first is the Graveborn team. Want to look at the strengths and weaknesses of each faction. We have a Raging Jewel here, so this means an Aaron team is probably going to be very strong here. So if you can deal multiple consecutive damage, that'd be really nice. We could potentially look into a all attack team, but with what I've been seeing, it's a good idea to do both offense and defense. So
let's team up and do
probably this, because she has the Elsa there. Okay, this one is quite, how to say, movable. So we're gonna put the human team here, the Lightborn team. So they have this, 3.
for the divine light.
What were the other 2? Could put Marilee.
What a tough fight.
And I think it's Rowan.
Potions for sale.
And then here is the full Graveborn team.
The battlefield
1, 2, 3,
The
4.
battlefield, a state of art.
And who's the other Graveborn? Is it Igor? Is it gonna be Igor? Okay.
Let's turn the battlefield into a cemetery.
Alright. Caroline is really weak, so we want to protect her. And we want to protect this guy too. If he gets killed, it's kind of pointless. Like he's thinking. Okay, so if they have a Vala, normally Graveborn get not normally Graveborn get countered by Wilders. So I'm guessing the strongest team would be a Aeron composition, which is good because most people will probably want to put their Aeron here. Okay. Now, because we're in this situation, and she doesn't have a Damien, might want to put a Coco in here to reduce the damage overall. And because it's all about dealing dealing AoE damage, you could put Freesto, but she doesn't have Freesto. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then here, this one is the obvious Vala. Okay, alright. So, now that we have these teams, we want to think of these as drafts. And then you want to think about, if you were in the opponent's shoes, how would you counter, or what would you put in? Okay, so here I feel like the weakest link here is the Aeron team. So we're gonna try to look into see what's possible. Do they have a Shakir? They do have a Shakir, and they also have what's his face? That guy, Soren. Oh, I don't have a Soren. We're gonna put in Valen. Okay. So this thing,
Yes,
we
as
could
you command.
experiment
What seems to be
and
the
just
problem?
put in all of this inside, and we just want Arden and Alsa to make sure that they survive. And Arden can easily get snagged, but I think they will underestimate the power of Soren. Like, Soren's actually pretty strong. So we're gonna use the lock-in combo. We're gonna use the confinement spell or the enlightenment spell. And we're just not fully confirmed yet, but for now that's what it's looking like. Here, the weakness of Lightborn are Graveborns, and so the weakness of Graveborns are Wilders. So we might want to consider putting in a Wilder. Now, since we don't have that great of some moves here, and we're doing single target damage, and humans are usually best with either quick plate, but if we have Brian, that changes things. So with a quick burst comp with Vala, we probably want to use Starshot to deal additional damage. Okay. Looking at their Wilders, they don't really have other options with them. It looks like they haven't really invested too much, or there aren't that many strong Wilders. I saw this YouTuber called Brownies. He said Parisa and Brian are good together, but that's only if you can have Aeron. So we could potentially put Aeron away And we could swap it with Tamisha, actually. This is looking very weird. um, Tamisha, where'd she go? I just lost sight of Tamisha. Okay, there she is.
Charge bravely for the
Okay.
divine light.
We could do this, and then that way you still have 3 maulers, and they do AoE damage as well. Okay, and here we're gonna put Aaron in the back. So Aaron will whip everyone up, and then you have Brian coming to the rescue with Vala. Okay. And the goal is to shoot them down as quickly as possible. So they're going to be immobilized, and then Vala will hopefully just... You want to protect Vala, actually. Not many choices. Okay. Maybe instead we could put Aaron here.
By the title of the swordsman.
Yeah, we could actually. Yeah, and he's gonna whoosh everyone, and then he's gonna walk around, and these guys are gonna stay there. Okay. Where's this? They can have Igor.
Let's turn the battlefield into a cemetery.
Igor also reduces the healing of enemies, and this guy is like a counter burst. I don't know, this one is not looking too strong. Not looking too strong. We could use Cassidy. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. Just thinking.
What a tough fight.
Come on, you'll need my spear.
This will deal true damage. Oh, I like this. I like this. Magic. Oh, it'd be really good if there was a Graveborn magic. Because Aaron reduces magic defense, Carolina reduces magic defense, and like they're crazy open for magic damage. I mean, this is basically the Aaron comp. Anyway, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna leave it as it is and see how we go. And for the spell, wait, we're not using confinement here. Okay, we're gonna use confinement then. Okay, so this is very strange. But we will come back with results towards the end of the week. Thank you if you stuck around this long. You know, this kind of series, it takes a lot of pondering and a lot of thinking because there's a lot of variabilities, there's a lot of things to think about. Anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to, for me to make a Supreme Arena for you, feel free to send me your list of heroes, and I can't guarantee that I would do it for you or do it straight away, but it's optional. There's a chance I can make some time and make a video. Anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day.